Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And let us continue on with the wonderful viewer questions that you so very kindly submitted to this channel a few months back. And we now turn to the next question, which is from turkiekhalid. So hello, turkiekhalid. I hope this video finds you well, my friend. And you ask this wonderful question, which is, hey, I just wanted to ask if you consider movies, in your opinion, a good way of snapping out of reality, or in other words, a reliable way of taking a break from one's daily routine. Thank you very much for the wonderful question. And to answer your question, yes, do I consider movies a good way of snapping out of reality, or in other words, a reliable way of taking a break from one's daily routine? Yes, I do. For me, and the way I perceive it anyway, I think that the act of watching a movie can have many different functions and many different possibilities, alternate possibilities in terms of what the purpose or function it is and what it serves and what the benefit is to me and how I perceive it. And I understand also that this is something that is unique potentially and quite different potentially depending on who is answering the question. So what my perception is might or might not necessarily be what yours is. You might have a very specific function or utility or purpose when it comes to watching films. So that's great, and I respect that wholeheartedly. Truly I do. And then for me, I see, as I say, a possibility or many possibilities. There could be a type of a benefit for me to learn something, a different perspective that I'd never been exposed to before, or maybe a different part of the world or a different type of way of life or way of thinking that I had never visited or had experience with before. Or it could be a means of maybe looking at my own life through situations and stories that I might find relatable in one way or another. Or it could be something that is a type of release, or it could be a stress reliever. Or, and this is, I think, getting closer to what you're speaking of in your question, which is snapping out of reality. Now, I like the way you phrased that, snapping out of reality, because it means there's a way in which one can just become absorbed so thoroughly, and I think so reasonably, to maybe lose oneself. I think that's often the phrase that's used. You lose oneself in the drama or the action or the entertainment for however long the running time is, 90 minutes, 2 hours, whatever the case may be. But yes, there is a way in which this can, a film or any piece of art or entertainment, or art and entertainment, or artistic entertainment, any type of work of this sort, I think, has that potential or possibility. Again, depending on the design, depending on the story, the structure, etc. But that's certainly the case for many a film. So definitely, yes, this is a good way, or it's one of the ways I think film watching and cinema going is a very valuable thing. It's like, how should I put it? It's like also. It's a different type of stimuli, or maybe for some it's not even stimuli, maybe it's a way to relax, and so in an interesting way it can be stimuli, or it can be a way to shut off, and there is a sense of a type of release of stress and energy when one is absorbed in something. At least I feel that way when I see something. It's a sort of a sense of exhilaration or calm, or a sense of maybe release through laughter, something that allows me or enables me to laugh out loud, and thus that gives me the ability to let loose, as it were, and to relax afterwards. That feeling of relaxation is very important. So definitely, I think that's certainly true. And also, as you worded it elsewhere in the second part of your question, a reliable way of taking a break from one's daily routine. Yes, yes, yes. I look at cinema in my own life, in my own daily routine, as one of the ways to do that, to unwind, is to watch a film. Now, this isn't true for every film that I've seen. There are some films that I think have a certain dynamic or structure to them that when I watch them, I don't feel like I am, say, taking a break from from my routine. Excuse me. I think on the contrary, it feels like I need to have a certain sense of investment or a certain sense of energy level when I watch, say, certain types of works. I think that's quite natural, actually. But then there are other works where I feel like maybe I can let the film do the work for me, in a manner of speaking. Maybe that's not a good way for me to phrase it, but my point is that it allows me to go along for the ride, and so I can therefore reap the benefit of that, and then that gives me the sense of taking a break, as it were. So, not all films do this for me, because not all films are the same, right? But there are certainly certain films that I'm able to feel this way, and that's very important for me, incredibly important, because without that, it's watching films or watching certain types of films is one way for me to essentially release or relieve myself of certain levels of stress. And that stress comes from one's daily routine, work, one's job, etc. So I certainly need those moments in my life after a long day of work, etc., to unwind with a good film. Ah, gosh. That's the stuff. That's the stuff of happiness, that right there. And so I certainly am understanding of your question. Not just understanding, I am with you, my friend. I'm absolutely with you. So, turkiekhalid, thank you so much for this great question. And let me address this, or turn it to everyone else here. How would you answer this great question? Please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Okay, my friends, so that's it for now. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well. And please keep on watching a lot of great, great movies. Thank you so much, as always, for your time. I very, very much appreciate it. Stay strong, stay safe, and cheers.